Her work has been featured in 8 anthologies and multiple international magazines and newspapers. Nontlantla's latest book is titled Blind But Not Blinded and is about a blind girl named Mandy, and we follow her story of finding love despite her disability. Now, to tell us more about this read, Nontlatla Mthimkulu joins us now via Zoom. Nontlatla, very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good to have you on the show this morning, Nontlanlta. In your own words, just give us a brief outline of what this book is all about and where you got the inspiration to write it from.
The book is about Mindy, who is a blind minister. So we get to see the journey of Mindy as a girl and as a minister used by God. So the book it speaks most and focuses more on the yoke of limitation and stagnation. So despite her blindness, she was able to preach and fulfill the purpose of her life.
And I've mentioned in the intro, Nontlanlta, that this book's protagonist or the main character is Mandy. Now, just break down this character for us and tell us more about how her story unfolds in this book.
So Mindy is a blind girl. She has a sister who is Babala. Babala is not blind. But in the book, we get to see that Mindy lives a more happier life than Babala. So we get to learn that more about disability, that it does not hinder our happiness and it does not stop the purpose of God prevailing in our lives as we get fulfilling and ministering the word of God in her life. So very much often in life, we think that we are progressing in life when we are achieving something. So, but in actual fact, we are progressing when there is a movement in our life. So Mindy was not stuck in her life despite her ability. So there was a movement. She was used by God despite her ability.
And I quite like how Mandy does not block anything in her life due to her disability, yeah?
Yes. It is very inspirational.
Yeah. And in the book, you constantly highlight that Mandy is used by God, yeah? Tell us more about this.
Yes, Mindy is used by God. She is a minister, you can say preacher of the word of God. So she ministers the word of God, and she grew up in a family whereby they value religion. So Mindy is a minister of the word of God. So she brings light to the people's lives through in a spiritual form. And we get to see Babala, her sister, get inspired by her story.
Yeah. Now, Nontlanlta, let's talk more about, your journey of being a storyteller and a writer. When did you know that you actually have this passion for writing and storytelling?
It is a very weird one. When I was young, I used to write before I even knew the difference between prose and poetry. I just used to write. So it came like that. I fell in love with words. So during the journey of my life of being a writer is when I discovered which path to follow more. So writing. So I had my diary to me. So I used to write on that book. So it started when I was young.
And what really fascinated you about fiction? Because, there's reality and then there's fiction. How did you come to that decision that you want to focus on this path? Nontlanlta?
I wrote a book, Think is Fiction. It's not real, but it's real. We can learn from those stories.
Okay, we had lost you there for a second because the line is not the best. But yeah, carry on.
Okay. So I choose fiction because with us it's not real, but in actual fact is that the characters are real and the portraits, the traits are real, so we can learn from fiction as well. But I don't only focus on fiction, I also do poetry as well. I also write poetry as well.
Okay. What is that one message that you hope readers of this book will take away from Mandy's journey?
It's not to limit themselves and to redefine stagnation in their lives. So stagnation is the absence of movement. So we are not only progressing when we have achieved something. Progress also happens in the process of becoming whatever that we want to become. So we shouldn't box ourselves, and we should redefine what stagnation is, and we shouldn't let our disabilities define us.
You know, Nontlanlta, you are inspirational yourself. I mean, you wear so many hats. You are a writer, you are an author, and you are the CEO and director of My Mental Health. Tell us more about this initiative and what you guys do there.
My initiative is a global initiative. So we write books. It consists of different authors, creatives from different African countries. So we blend mental health with art and Christianity. So we are saying that art can heal, and also prayer is also a defense mechanism that people can use to heal.
Great initiative, this. How do your fans follow you or get in touch with you?
They can follow me on Instagram, Nontlanlta_, and then on Nontlantlata Mthimkulu.
Nontlantla, lovely chatting to you. Thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate the time. Hey.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Joining us on Zoom there to talk about her latest short story book titled Blind But Not Blinded, that's award-winning author and storyteller Nontlantlata Mtimkhulu.